Speaking of talented young kids, of course, you'll have the Bobcats recap. The season's over.
Yeah, I mean, the season is over. The players have now started partying for the summer, so we can look back on the great season they had. Of course, they made that incredible jump from last place in the North to third in the North, and they got their first playoff date in more than 2 years. Lloydminster made it all the way to the second round, taking one of the top junior teams in the country to 7 games, something that would have almost seemed impossible a year ago. The players credit the arrival of Gary Van Herway for the team's turnaround.
Came in and honestly changed the way we do things, and it paid off. We had a great turnaround year, and yeah, I appreciate everything he's done for us.
When the players were asked about their most memorable moments of the season, Scotiabank Hockey Day in Canada was a consensus choice.
Getting to meet Ron and Don and being on Hockey Night in Canada is just something you'll never forget.
Definitely Don and Ron being there and all the ex-NHL players, and just how psyched the community was about everything.
Being able to host Hockey Day in Canada was huge, and our playoff run was, you got to always remember that.
Cale Clague didn't win the AMHL title with the Baker Hughes Bobcats, but it turns out he's still going to be chasing a championship this spring. The Brandon Wheat Kings have recalled the 15-year-old for the rest of the WHL playoffs. It won't be Clague's first stint with the club. He played a pair of games at the beginning of the season and was recalled again in December. The Lloydminster product was picked 6th overall by the Wheat Kings in last summer's WHL draft and led all defensemen with 13 points in 12 games during the recent Midget AAA postseason. Brandon plays the Oil Kings in the second round of the playoffs starting Thursday night in Edmonton. The Alberta Major Bantam Hockey League has announced its yearly award winners, and after putting together one of the best seasons in league history, it's no surprise that the Universal Heat are well represented. Zane Franklin scored a league-high 47 goals in just 27 games and was named the AMBHL's MVP and outstanding forward. Austin Pryor is the top goaltender after leading all masked men in goals against average, save percentage, and shutouts, while 2000-born Ty Smith was the highest-scoring D-man en route to being the Rookie of the Year. Travis Clayton takes home Coach of the Year. Lloydminster only lost once in 33 games during the regular season, and the Heat could still add another trophy to their collection when they head to Kelowna next week for the 2014 Western Canadian Bantam AAA Championship. It's opening night in Major League Baseball tonight, but here at home, the newest baseball team to hit the border city officially began spring training. The Northwest Prairie Pirates will be holding camp at the Service Sports Center this week due to the weather. But that hasn't dampened the spirits. The Prairie Bucks are taking advantage of any chance they get to get into the swing of things.
First actual practice with all the guys coming in. I think we're short about 7 or 8 still. We have some finishing up hockey, some away at volleyball, and all the other things that kids do at this age. So the last week or so, having guys come in, do bullpen, do hitting, starting to get a feel for where we're at right now is an exciting time.
The Prairie Pirates' first game action will be exhibition matchups on April 12th and 13th in Medicine Hat. And we'll end with some highlights. Let's go to Game 2 of the AJHL North Final between Fort Mac and Spruce Grove from last night. The Oil Barons skated to a win in Game 1. 1,100 people packed the stands at Grant Fuhr Arena on Saturday night. Now, still scoreless early in the second. The first shot is stopped, but there's a big rebound for Jared Hopman. He converts it, and it's 1-0 Saints. Now, midway through the frame, Brandon Hickey will take a shot, and Austin Hunter gets a stick on it. A power play marker, and Spruce Grove is up 2-0. Now, Saints on a man advantage later, but it'll be the Oil Barons who strike Cole Dumphy to Kevin Miller. He gets the shorty, and that's going to cut the lead to 2-1. Less than 4 minutes left in the game. Curtis Lewington wrist ones from the circle that somehow finds its way through, so we are tied up at 2s. This game needed overtime, just 31 seconds in. Miller's second goal of the game is the winner. Fort Mac rallies for a 3-2 victory in OT, and they take a 2-0 series lead back home for Game 3 on Monday. Lloydminster's AJHL club celebrated a great season and playoff run over the weekend, and in this edition of the Newcap Sports Top 3, for the last time until next season, it's all Bobcats.
Number 3. Lyndon Springer takes the body. Number 2, Lucas Bench wires one home. And number 1, Austin McDonald is a playoff performer.